to DigiKnow. My name is Andrew McCauley, and of course, we have the wonderful and the new haircutted.
Yeah, Will Hankey here from Red Canoe Media. I have been watching the Great Clips app, and every day I check it. And the other day it said open 71 minutes, so I checked myself in and went down there. It was a fairly painless situation. We had to have a mask, which I had. But walked up, checked.
Do you have mask lines around the back where she couldn't cut because your mask's there?
Yeah, actually, they made you so you had to take the mask off and hold it so she could trim around your.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then put that one back on, then do the other side. But yeah, it was great. I was in and out of there in 15 minutes. I mean, you can tell.
Did she have big 6-foot scissors so she could?
It was a lawn cutting exercise, I think.
Of course, this is the podcast we're talking about haircuts and all those things.
Right?
No, we're not. We're talking about marketing and what's going on in the land of online marketing. But of course, we just talk some other crap as we go.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. We've got a few things on the agenda today. Will, what is on some of our agenda? What's some of the topics we're going to be discussing today?
Well, we're going to talk about Instagram and Facebook, of course, because we do that every single week, it seems like.
They're always changing. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't do that, because if everybody's so used to it, they might just fall asleep when we start talking about it.
Well, we do.
Oh, Instagram and Facebook changed this week. Imagine that. So
yeah, I mean, that's news when they don't change.
Yeah, a little bit of a boost to the marketing economy from McDonald's, which is nice.
Oh yes.
Some video, digital video ad information, and some great marketing PR for Six Flags.
Oh yes, I want to hear about this. I'm excited. Let's dig in. I mean, where do you want to start? Where on earth can we start?
Well, let's start with Instagram and Facebook.
Let's do that. Let's get them off the plate.
So they are rolling out a bunch of new features for small and mid-sized businesses.
Okay.
Fairly generic term, because a small business is, up to 20 million, I think, in revenue.
There's different ways to class it, but whatever they want to call it. What are they doing? What sort of things are they rolling out for us?
Well, you know what? The article doesn't say a whole lot about what they're doing. They're just adding some new items with like a dedicated inbox, things like that, specifically for businesses. I had a bad experience with our trash company here, and they don't have a website. They don't have anything. They do have a Facebook page. It was updated in September of last year, I think. But I kept calling them, and I couldn't even make a payment. There's no way to pay them. So I went on their Facebook page and let them have it, and said, do you guys have any like 19th or 20th century way of actually giving you money? And it took them 5 days to reply.
Really?
And their reply was, you can put it in the mail or you can drop it off.
Wow. Get with the times.
Yeah. So I don't know how many of these small businesses are using Facebook anyway. But some of these updates, a lot of them are related to Messenger and things like that. But if they're not using the systems, does it really matter?
I did see, and I think we spoke about this last week, but I finally saw today on my Facebook page. I'm just looking at it now. We spoke about the Messenger videos, doing video conferencing in Messenger. So I've just got a notification this morning. It says, we know how important it is to feel close to those you care about when you can't be there in person. Messenger rooms make it fast and easy for groups of friends and families to hang out together. So you create a room on Messenger.
Right.
It's nothing to do with businesses right now, but it's just an update on some of that stuff that we spoke about last week.
Yeah. I saw an ad for Messenger groups, I think, yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So they're pushing it. I think they're a little late to the party.
Yep.
But they do have a very, very robust network, and they will probably get a decent amount of people to jump on.
They will. They do. That's why they've got all the cash.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah. So Instagram are rolling out similar features.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
McDonald's is going to give $100 million boost to the U.S. marketing economy, if you will, as a lot of their dining rooms are reopening everywhere except California.
What what are they doing exactly to help them? What you say, the marketers? What are they doing?
Well, I mean, it just basically they're just putting a ton of money into marketing all of a sudden, where they've kind of pulled back over the last 2 months. Uh, so, I mean, as everybody has, when they can't really have people come in, they've had their drive-throughs open. That's it. But they're excited to be able to start driving people back to their actual brick and mortars.
Excellent. So I'll be on the lookout for a bunch of ads from McDonald's. Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah.
Here they come. All right.
Yeah, says the drive-through service that has helped sustain the U.S. operations during the pandemic. But
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know how much you can make. You can only get so many cars through a drive-through, right?
And 10 people at a time in the restaurant. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about those details, but I'm sure there are going to be signs and all that stuff on the doors.
Are you're open? You've got restaurants open right now?
Yep. We opened last Monday, so what, 10 days ago, I guess.
Yep.
And we went in Taco Tuesday last week, Cinco de Mayo. We went in and got some Mexican food to go. But I had to go in there, check in, tell them we have an order. Took them 30 minutes still, even though we had it, pre-arranged.
Wow.
And that place was hopping. I mean, everybody was ready to get back, and all the booths were full. Everything. It was just like a normal day, if there is such a thing as a day.
Wow.
Nobody seemed to really be worried about it. All the staff had masks on and stuff, of course, but
yeah. Well, we're not even close here. They're not even talking about opening anything until the end of June minimum here in California right now.
Wow. Wow. But you guys have drive-throughs and curbside and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we got that stuff. But I mean, it's not sustainable for a lot of businesses. And and this is, I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but some of the knock-on effects of all this stuff is all these people staying at home. Twitter announced that they can work from home forever now, which is going to change the landscape. We've been speaking about this, but what we haven't spoken about is all these city buildings that have all these people now working from home. What about the businesses, the restaurants that service all those people that come into the city every day, the lunch spots, the taco trucks and coffee shops and all that sort of stuff? They're gonna find it a dramatic decrease in business because people are now staying home.
Yep.
Right. So all this knock-on effect down the track is just, car garages, right? They all, they bumper to bumper, they pack you in and stack you on top of other cars. And then now there's no one driving in. So, all this sort of stuff is going to be detrimental long-term down the track.
Oh, yeah. And even though, like in Missouri, we're open.
Yeah.
I had a coaching call with a guy this morning who has a building, place in a building in a very, very big area where there's lots of restaurants that service those people. Yeah. And he said, no, we're probably not going back until June or July. We're working from home. Everything's working. So we're in no hurry to get back in a environment where there's other people.
Yeah. Yep. So. Anyway, that was a tangent. Sorry.
Yeah. Unlike TV, almost all viewers are present for digital video ads. This is kind of interesting. I spend a ton of time on YouTube in the morning. I spend a ton of time skipping ads on YouTube in the morning. So I don't know how valid this is, but in some cases I'm watching YouTube and I'll walk off to get some coffee, and if it hits an ad, I just let it run. I don't know. I don't know if
I think that's what they're talking about. Not so much the skip ads at start, but more the in-stream videos. Like, during Facebook, you're watching something and an ad runs, and you're like, and they're pretty good because they can look at the video you're watching and there's a key point you're about to see. Oh, here's a big reveal, and here comes an ad.
Yep.
We don't want to leave because we don't know how to stop it. We don't know how to skip it. So we watch it, and I'm in a mastermind group, as I think you are too. Or a networking group, local networking group. We've got a TV rep in there, and some of the deals he's offering are mind-boggling. and I sort of think, well, they've got to be mind-boggling because you've got nothing to show for it. You've got all this TV stuff and no one's watching it. It's got to be a good deal because you're only convincing the non-initiated.
Yeah. That speaks to the YouTube algorithm doing a pretty good job of delivering videos, ads that make sense to the people watching that.
Yes.
And it's also good for the YouTubers out there that are relying on that ad revenue. I mean, there's some of those guys are doing just fine through all of this.
They're doing nothing wrong. That's right. Yep. Oh, what else we got?
So we have some news on Six Flags. They came out with their post-coronavirus reservation system today. So looks like you actually have to set up a reservation if you want to go to Six Flags now, and you have to pay in advance.
Yep. I'm going to say yeah, but I don't get why. Just because you make a reservation means you don't have the virus,
right?
Or is it so that they don't have to pay security guards to stop the throngs of people coming in?
That could be it. I think it's probably some sort of population control measure.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's sad. It's sad that's the case, but I've heard of restaurants doing this now. You can only come in if you make a booking. You can only go to certain places if you make a booking. I think that's going to be the new normal for a lot of businesses right now. Going to the gym, going to make a booking. Have you got Orange Theory over there, the gym chain? So they do that sort of scenario already and have been for a while. They've only have a certain amount of stations, so you got to book your spot on the station for that morning class. And if you don't get it, you don't turn up. So it's not a new concept. I think it's just one of these things that we're going to have to learn to be a bit more damn organized. We can't duck down the shop. I'm going to make a booking with the supermarket so I can go and buy my eggs and my toilet paper that doesn't exist.
Right.
So I think that's going to be the new normal somehow. There's going to be new apps. We're going to live on apps more and more. We're going, okay, I'm going to make a booking for this, this, and this. And
I mean, that's what I did to get my haircut. I'm
the same. I got the same app as you, and I do the same thing.
Yeah. And it works great. When it works great. So
Yep.
It does get a little of a slippery slope when I don't want to get into politics, but when these states start saying, okay, you have to keep a track of everybody that comes in, and
it's happening in Australia right now. There's a massive push to it. There's 6 million people who downloaded the tracking app, and lots of libertarians saying, no, whatever, you can't do this, you can't do that. They're going to track us.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a slippery slope, all right.
A little bit crazy. I am wondering what happens when, if there is a vacation period this year, which there will be for some people, if you show up at Six Flags Miami, or I don't know where they're at, but if you show up at one, with the kids, are they just going to tell you, sorry, you don't have a reservation? What are they going to do? Put you in a quarantine area, until it's your turn to come in?
I'm going to do that. My kids are practicing cry face.
Oh, that's good.
Look, you've just ruined my kid's holiday for life. You're going to do that, and you're going to crush his little dreams. And they're going to be these no, we don't care.
Yeah. Oh, how funny. So anyway, that's what's going on in the craziness that is this world today.
Is that it? That's it? That's all our topics?
That's it. Unless you want to make something else up, we can.
We don't do fake news.
Right.
Hey, where can people find out more about us and find out more our other 86 episodes that we've been doing?
Yeah, so they can go to redcanoemedia.com/DigiKnow, and they can also go to the Red Canoe Media Facebook page, where we're actually doing this live, and we're doing it live every Thursday, 9:30 Pacific, 11:30 Central.
But moving forward, we'd like you to make a booking to come and watch us now, so we can socially distance and you don't infect us.
There are a lot of people.
They're lining up.
Yes.
By the way, if you want to listen to us on iHeart, Stitcher, Podomatic, and all those, you can also make a booking through those various devices, and then choose the time to listen to them. Then,
very true.
Oh, it's going to happen one day. They're
Yeah.
going to line up just like they did Six Flags to listen to us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been good.
Have a
And
great day, everybody, and share this with your friends. Send them the booking link, and then they can book in as well.
sounds good. See ya.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, man. Bye.